We've been living in Hong Kong for a month now, and we've been working hard transforming our apartment. But now it's time to prioritize fun and time together as a couple, while staying within a budget, of course, because we did just move across the world. So Darren's challenged me to organize date days or nights with a budget of $500 Hong Kong a week, i.e. $100 Canadian a week. Well, actually it's currently like $91 Canadian and 64 USD. Let's see how much we can pull off this week. Get ready with me for our first official date night in Hong Kong. I'm actually so tired, and I had sent Darren like the text, "Are you still in for tonight?" Anticipating that he might be a little bit tired. It's been a long week for him too. But he said, "Yep, let's do this." So here we are, off to the races. If after I manage to do my makeup, Darren comes home and is like, "Maybe next week?" I don't know if I would be happy or not, if I would feel relieved. But since we've moved in, we haven't really had a proper outing that didn't revolve around going to IKEA. So I think it's important that we buck up and do this. We actually did do a lot more adventuring in our first week and a half here before we actually found an apartment. We did quite a bit of the touristy things like going up to the peak, seeing the escalators, going to Central, yada, yada, yada. So if it wasn't clear, we are going to the horse races, specifically Happy Wednesday, which apparently is quite the midweek event here in Hong Kong. From what I can find out online, the vibes of these horse races are a bit different from what we tend to picture with people wearing their Sunday best, with their little fancy hats, being all hoity-toity and poised. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot of money in these events and there are a lot of fancy areas of the racetrack, but they do have a general admissions, which is just 10 Hong Kong dollars. We're talking like $2 Canadian. And from what I can tell in the pictures, people are kind of just wearing jeans, they're like dressed nice, but it's like a very much an after work hangout vibe. Long story short, we're gonna look nice, but not like too nice. But we are going nice enough that we're at least ironing our pants. Oh, and today is the season's opener. Really hoping it's not sold out. I couldn't find anything about buying general admission tickets online.
There's horse races in Hong Kong. It's exciting.
It's funny because when we lived in Vancouver, we actually did live pretty close to the races, but we never went. So we don't really know what to expect.
Ready?
And also, fantastic news, they're doing free admission if you fill out a little survey. So date night so far, we've spent $0. This view is breathtaking. It feels really surreal to be in such an open space, but still have such a 360 view of all of the buildings. Also, we did not have to worry about this selling out. This space is massive.
Already lost it. Where did he go?
We don't know what we're doing, but we placed a $50 bet on horse number 5 and one on number 6.
Horse races in Happy Valley. Look at that view. I'm talking about my wife.
Also maybe thinking we should have placed our bet after they paraded the horses. Not that we really know what we're looking for here.
What do you think of our horses? What do you think of our choices?
What number is it? They're literally in last place.
In between the races, they have different performances and they were top notch. Honestly, I think more people should have been dancing. During the party break, Darren chatted with some people who frequent the races regularly to better understand the betting process. and has returned with 2 more bets. All in all, a super fun night. We headed home at 8 p.m. just as things started to get really busy. Today's date night is a sentimental one and a bit of a treasure hunt. We're trying to find the restaurant we dined at 6 years ago when we stopped in Hong Kong on our honeymoon around the world. We recently dug up the only photo we had of it, thankfully saw it was geotagged in the Photos app, and think we found what we're looking for on Google Maps. This place had the best dumplings and pork chops, and we've been talking about it ever since 2018.
Hello. Happy date night.
Hello, beautiful. You look nice.
Do you know where we're actually going for the rest of the way?
Yeah.
You do?
2nd Street down to water, turn right.
What? That's so exciting. Water. Is this not really familiar to you or no?
This street?
Yeah, like look at this corner.
It's funny to think how 6 years ago we had walked these streets without even the slightest clue we would one day be living here.
It wasn't up. It was closer down.
Yeah, it's right there.
And it was yellow. That's all I remember.
Right that yellow one.
Yeah. Is that it? Does it still even exist?
It might not. It's this one.
It's definitely this one.
Exactly this one. Wow.
Looking at the menu, this doesn't look right. And Darren just left to go quickly scope the area.
So that was the wrong restaurant. Classic us. There's no one in this one, but this is one we went to already.
And
It
if
definitely is.
and if it's not as good, then that's okay.
Look though, it definitely is.
Oh, this looks right. Take 2.
Y'all, it was closed.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
Thank you.
Canada. But we came 6 years ago and we said it's the best. So
And we
want to
just
come back.
moved here.
We will see.
Okay,
We will
thank
see.
you.
Bye.
No, we'll find somewhere else. It's okay.
Thank you.
Wow, I can't believe that.
What time is it?
6.
So we missed it by an hour.
We missed it by an hour. He was a nice guy.
He was really nice. We'll be back.
That's so annoying.
That's so funny though. Where do you want to go now? Look, is that where we stay?
That's where we stay.
A huge bummer we don't have pork chops, but we did end up at a cheap, cheerful, and delicious wonton place. And though the evening didn't go the direction we wanted, it still felt nice and nostalgic to walk through the area we had stayed in so long ago.
We're going to the beach, you little peach.
Okay, that.
I have felt this deep need to be near water. And so for today's date, we're off to the beach.
There's too many stairs for me. Ah! Just tripped.
A little risky though, because the weather forecast is a bit all over the place, but I'm feeling desperate. For me, one of the big selling points of Hong Kong is the access to the beach and the seaside promenades. 2 of my favorite things about Vancouver, where we were both born and raised. But things have been so busy that the most water I've seen lately was the little sliver between the buildings in Siang Pun yesterday.
Where are we today?
We made it to Repulse Bay.
Here we go, tropical paradise.
The anticipation is real. This will be my first Hong Kong beach experience ever.
Here we are. 1 bus ride, 20 minutes.
A lot of people who have either lived or visited Hong Kong have told us that the beaches here are mediocre. And honestly, we beg to differ. We're over here talking about how we can put off a trip to Thailand because we have this tropical paradise in our backyard.
It's hot water, it's crazy. We miss you. Dude, it's amazing. When are you coming? How's the water?
After our swim, it did start to rain, so we dipped into a Thai restaurant on the promenade. Definitely one of the fancier places we've dined in so far. One appetizer and 2 waters was $145. Definitely eating up our budget here.
The end of our beach adventure.
Today's date day is an adventure built around getting Darren a new bouncy ball. He got this one our first week here at Central Market and unfortunately lost it last week. So we're off to find a replacement, with a few pit stops, of course. I think this is the part where we start to tell ourselves that our purchases are things we need and therefore don't count against our date budget. Is that cheating? Our first stop at Central Market was this really cool vinegar and olive oil bar, and we tasted a few and grabbed some as a host gift for our friends who invited us to dinner next week. That doesn't count against our budget. But these Filipino treats do. I really love all the trinkets here. As someone who grew up on Sailor Moon, I'm feeling super nostalgic. The two of us really are like kids at a candy store here. And now, for the reason we came.
The moment of truth, finally we found it.
I like the watermelon.
I don't think you're gonna get the watermelon. Ooh, oh no. What is in there? Is that a dog? Full face of a dog? No. Oh no, it's like a flower.
No, it's
It's
not.
a tree.
It's stupid. I don't want
Okay, go get another one. Did you only get one more bouncy ball?
Aha!
The watermelon!
And you said, oh, that's a good
That's
bounce.
a good bounce?
This is
How
a
would
good
you
bounce.
rate that bounce?
It's an 8 bounce and 8 for style.
Wow.
Your turn. That was the one.
That was the one? Alright.
Gotta spin it more.
It ate it.
Did it? Go tell her.
Oh.
Go tell her.
No, you go tell her. Okay.
Chicken, you're the one that lost it.
No, it ate it. I don't think I was meant to have one. It's just you.
Here you go.
I wasn't meant
Come on, you
to.
have to put
What if
it
it eats it again?
That'd be so funny.
No way.
I told you. Yeah, see the bounce on that is so good.
Here you go.
Thank you. I knew I would get you back.
That's so good. What's the rating?
This is the best one.
This week was honestly such a great week. There's so much to see in Hong Kong, and it doesn't have to be expensive to experience it all. I'm really looking forward to the next one, though we're probably going to have to pivot back to some household responsibilities.